Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. Today we're going to talk about legacy. We're actually going to talk about goal setting and legacy and how to reverse engineer those goals from legacy down to your day-to-day. But before we get started, all I ask of you guys is hit the like button, hit subscribe, turn on the notifications so that every time we put out a video, you guys get to see it and get notified first. The cool part is when you hit the like button, other people on YouTube get to see this video and we share our education with them. So without further ado, let's talk about goal setting and legacy. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, let's talk a little bit about some entrepreneurs over the course of history that left a legacy from their work. Their legacy will always, always, always live on from what they did with their life and what they dedicated it to. Some entrepreneurs that left a serious impact and changed humanity, that's the key. They changed humanity with their legacy are notably Henry Ford, Walt Disney, Andrew Carnegie, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Oprah Winfrey, okay? These are entrepreneurs that some are still alive, some are not. Their legacy that while they're living and or since they've passed on is so great that it has changed humans' lives and arguably humanity. As an entrepreneur, our goal is many things. One of the things we must understand is what our legacy is going to be. What will you be remembered for? What will you remember for? We have to remember that entrepreneurship is not about owning a business. It's about impacting other humans, finding a need for your purpose, and using your time, your day-to-day, to bring that vision of helping others together. Opportunity is to help humans and humanity. I want you guys to think big picture here, changing humanity. Not just changing human lives, potentially changing humanity. Like Henry Ford, for example. Henry Ford changed humanity in the sense that he developed an automobile for the average American to be able to own. At that time, prior to the Model T, only wealthy and rich had cars, and that was the luxury of being rich at the time. Henry Ford changed the humanity's view on owning and operating a car. A current day entrepreneur with a serious legacy that will live on forever, Jeff Bezos. He changed humanity's buying patterns and shopping patterns, putting something on your door sometimes the same day you order it. For instance, I order from Whole Foods on Amazon and they deliver it that day. It's pretty outstanding. And prior to Jeff Bezos, that did not happen. I think it's fair to point out as an entrepreneur, being focused on just the money coming in by the work that you provide is not only one-dimensional, it's actually a very poor money mindset. And when you look at what you're doing as only creating money coming in, and that's your sole focus, it really moves away from what we're talking about of creating an impact and a legacy. I assure you, if you think you're an entrepreneur or are an entrepreneur, or better yet, are a business owner and you're only concerned about money coming in, you will not be remembered for anything as an entrepreneur or a business owner. when we take that selfish out of it and turn it into a selfless mission to potentially change humanity, only then will your legacy live on beyond you. To develop a legacy, you have to put into thought why you are here in this life, in this body, doing what you're doing. Why are you here, and where will you be in 30 years? I'm not sitting here trying to tell you, hey, you need to have your exit strategy strategized. I'm merely planting the seed in your mind that knowing where you want to be 30 years from now is not only important to have visions of, but important when it comes to developing a legacy, okay? 30 years from now, I'll be 65 years old. 30 years from now, how old will you be? What will you have wanted to accomplish at that point? Where are you going in 30 years? How old will you be? What will you want to have accomplished? Will your legacy live on beyond you? The keys here are to think long term. It's very easy to get focused on day-to-day goals, yearly goals. I want you to think macro beyond that, 5-year, 10-year, 15, 20, 30 years to legacy. Get the wheels moving about legacy. If you don't know, you have to spend time thinking of this, not in passing. Dedicate time asking yourself what it is you want to be known for. Will you leave this world better than you found it? Will you make an impact while you're here? What will you be known for? What will you be written about? Will you have a place in history? What is it that you will be remembered for? Guys, when it comes to legacy, okay, you have to put time into thinking about what it is that you will be known for after you are gone. Let's use an example that's very common. Let's say your grandparent just passed away. Will they be remembered? Yes. Initially, and then forgotten about until maybe the anniversary of their death or their birthday comes up. But entrepreneurs that have a legacy that change humanity will be remembered forever. And that is what we have to remember. That is what we have to remember. Yes, the average individual is remembered briefly. Entrepreneurs that change the face of humanity with what they dedicate their life to leave a legacy behind. And to be an enlightened entrepreneur, legacy needs to be at the forefront of your thinking. Take the time and think about this. Try to understand what it is you're here for in this life and where it is you are going and what you will leave everyone with. And only then will your legacy have started. Okay, guys, that was legacy. I hope that topic of legacy, if it was new to you, now is understood. If it is not new to you, I hope your gears are spinning on it. I appreciate you all, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Before you go, smash that like button, hit subscribe, turn on your notifications, and let's win together.